Hello, hello! How's it going, everybody? Let's get stream started. Why don't we? Today on the schedule, we got Rimworld and other colony sim games. So if you guys can think of any colony sim games you'd like to watch me play, we'll get them started. In the meantime, however, let's get Rimworld all pulled up. Alright. So we're playing good old Rimworld. Today I thought we would start a brand new fresh save just to have it going. Nothing too crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. Just a good old casual crash landed start. Today I thought we were going to also perhaps get the chat in that sidebar. So if I can remember how to do that. All right. All right, there we go. So let's see if we can't get this all set up. In the meantime, we'll go back to the title screen. Turn on the music as well. Nothing too loud or anything. Everybody able to hear still? Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see if we can't get everything pulled up. Ooh, don't want it duplicating. That would be bad. There we go. Okay. Chat. Let's pull chat to the side here. Now, if I could get everything pulled up. Where's my chat settings? Yeah. It's lagging a little bit. Oh, okay. Maybe I've got a Steam. Okay, I did have this update on Steam. How's it going now? Is it a little better? Well, let's see. I can't even see my... Pogo's Binted? Hey, just wondering if you got your photos printed?
Pogo's Binted?
What? Bogo's Binted? Vorp? Yes. Yes. Whoa, here we go. Chat setting. Where's that pop-out chat? Channel modes, combos, tasks, my preferences. Chat appearance. I think what I can do is actually get screen reader chat appearance. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay, so what I can do is, you know what we could do? Well, we could just leave it right there as well. Docs, we're going to do custom browser docs. We'll do the Twitch chat, and then we'll do that as, where can I find that? twitch.tv/pop-out/Goopster chat pop out equals. Hey, there we go. All right, can I get somebody to send a message in chat real quick? Close. I'm going to see if this works. I think it is now. Well, no, I don't think it is. That's being weird. Okay. So if I do settings, well, I can't even see chat on my web browser. We've already spent the first 10 minutes trying to get this set up, but I think it should be fine to just settings. Let's do Let's see if we can't do this. Goopster do. Nice. And then we'll do chat appearance. Pop out chat. There we go. Okay. I think I got it set up. So now what we could do is we could just make this. Well, we'll just leave it as that for now. I think we should be able to pretty easily just pull it up on my phone, mute it right there. Okay. Leave it right that, just like that. There we go. Okay. I think we're all set. So let's just do this real quick. I'll start a new colony. And where do we start with? I think we should just regular start Classic Rimworld Experience. Let's do Cassandra Classic. We'll do Adventure Story, reload anytime. And this is pretty good. Let's make the seed Goopster dupe. We'll only do a 30% seed. And then let's add on... who should we add on? Because we can have 10. Let's, the cannibals are the nudist tribe. And I think that should be it. Maybe? No, we'll just leave it like this. It should be good. Alright, and then advanced settings. Let's start in the spring. Largest map size and generate. Alright. Looking good. Temperate Forest. So we are playing with all of the DLCs enabled at the moment. So that will include Royalty, Odyssey, Ideology, Biotech, and Anomaly. Am I missing any? I think that should be it. Yeah, there's only 5. And then let's choose somewhere. Ooh, there's the new location, the Glow Forest. Let's start off pretty simple. This looks alright. I would prefer to have year-round growing, though. Let's just click a few times so we get... How far up the coast do we need? Well, we probably want to be able to travel. So, marble and limestone, granite, sandstone, and slate. Limestone, marble, and granite. Yeah, let's do the sea. Oh, we don't want to be too close to them. Maybe right. And we can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be too close. All of these are coasts. Well, okay. Let's see if we can find something a little further up then. There's a glow forest right here. And I wouldn't mind starting in the glow forest. The only issue is that we don't have much to go off of. Has elements of both. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Mixed biome. There's some grasslands. Let's do... What factions can we be friends with? The Yellow Gentle Tribe. Civil Outlander Tribe. Let's go over here then. It's a little hot, but it should be okay. They're right in the Scarlands. Everybody here? Everybody able to hear all right? Is my microphone working? It wasn't working last time, but I got it working. So hopefully it stays that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Year-round, slate and sandstone. Marble and sandstone. That's actually not bad. Okay. So we're going to start in the Geisenor range. Or maybe we do here? I don't know which side it's closer to is the thing. Slate and marble. Yeah, let's just start right here. Marble sandstone. Very nice. Marble is one of the better looking rock types. So whenever you build stuff with it, it will make it look nice. And then sandstone is, if you make bricks out of marble and sandstone, sandstone is one of the faster ones to work with in terms of building walls, and having rock walls instead of wood, which is able to burn down, be really, really nice. So let's start with the fluid ideology. Let's do Buddhist. There's a few little tricks in that I would love to do. I've got one already made. So what should we call this? Way of Humanity. No, wait. Way of Goop. Let's be green. And then green. Look at that. Alright. Stay goopy. Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay. So that's nice. Alright, alright. So I kind of want to go over what we've got here. So right now we've got Wave Goop. This is the pre-made ideology I've made. We've got a collectivist meme is the word for it. So we believe in like having better work drive, and then we have a chance to prefer having visage masks. Each person is part of a greater whole. People should work together to play their part and help the group. Unlocks ritual symbol burning. And we're not going to worry about symbol burning. We actually want to just do a bunch of dance parties. And then we've got this building, the collective humor, which we get access to through having a Buddhist origin. And there's some funny stuff that we can do with this along the line. Namely having an unlimited amount of rituals. So to actually have it, we will want to make a smoke leaf circle, or else it won't let us do anything. Let's do nearby faction goodwill. This will be huge. And then we'll start from there. So to start off, we're gonna want to get, actually this is not bad. Good construction, crafting, and intellectual, pretty and kind. Let's find one who's good in melee. Is he melee? No. Maybe we could find somebody with a good shooting skill. And then we could have a good hunter. Excuse me. Probably a double passion in, wow, too smart, fast learner, global learning factor plus 75, 250. So that's not bad at all. Good at shooting, melee, construction, crafting. That's really nice. Holy cow. Too smart and fast learner on the same person. Okay. Very cool. But unable to do caring or social. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, let's keep her. She seems nice. So we just have baseliners. We'll probably along the line get some more. We want to have at least one person kind and chemical interest. Okay, that person's a body modder and kind. They're all fairly old, but I'm not too worried about that. But you two are actually mom and daughter. Yeah, so this is the mom, and her daughter is Natalia. Okay, so we've got somebody who can do plants, somebody who can do melee, crafting, Estelle, Watson, and then Chaz. We want to have somebody who's good at cooking and shooting. Cooking, plants. He's a fast walker. Hey, wait! Hey, this is like a whole family. Mother is Estelle. Sister is Natalia. Okay. That's not half bad. And now let's name his last name Watson as well. Clark Dude Watson, the Ranger. That's funny. Okay. That's pretty good there. I think we'll stick with that. We've got all around pretty basic thought out stuff. Decent all around. We have one person who's able to do a level 4 construction, which we are going to need. So we're going to really focus on getting Isel? It's like Isabel. Isel. Let's focus on getting her crafting and construction skill up. She should have a huge bonus from being a fast learner and neurotic? Very neurotic? Too smart? Okay. The three of you awake in your cryo-sleep sarcophagi, to the sounds of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded ship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So we're going to save right here. And let's call this... what should we call it? We'll call it the Goop Squad. Goop, the Goop Squad. Fresh. We'll save right there. And then we'll just allow all. Ooh. And we'll pause right there. So we're going to want to focus on getting the base up and running as soon as we can. I've never been on this grassland map. It's like a bunch of packaged survival meals over here too. Okay, so what we could first do is we're going to go right to the middle. And it looks like we've got this dark patch right here of dirt. That's rich soils. We're going to want to, first what we're going to do is go to the bottom right, fertility overlay. This shows us wherever there's like fertile soil. And we're just going to plant a whole bunch of rice. Because food is very, very good. Okay. Expand. Yeah, we'll just cut through that actually. And that should be good for now. I don't want to go too overboard on the rice front because we actually don't want to get too much rice and then have it all go bad. But what we can do is now make, let's chop down this tree and we're gonna make some walls, or at the very least get a stockpile going. Where's that? So yeah, let's put the stockpile maybe about right there. Let's build a little wooden shack. Maybe 11 by 21? I'll just do 11 by 11. 11 by 11 works because whenever you have a roof, I'll show with the column. If you ever have a roof, it can go 6 blocks to either direction. And so 11 by 11 works out really well because every single side is going to be supported. We'll just put some doors in. And this will be our stockpile room, at least for now. And then let's build a roof area right there. We'll get started. Well, while they do their little thing, let's get the furniture set up. We're going to want to be able to make a research bench using steel. And then we're going to want to cut this off, I should say. If we do that there, there we go. Oh wait, I don't mean to do potatoes. Let's do corn. Or wait, well, should we do corn? Let's stick with rice. Rice is good. Yeah, let's do some rice. And then check out the floors. Let's make cheap concrete everywhere. We'll add in some more later, just so that we don't get a move penalty for walking on the ground. It looks like Estelle is already learning some construction skill. I'm glad she has a little bonus for it, though, too. So that's real nice. I'm also glad that they recently changed how botching construction works. Whenever you botch construction, it sometimes will at least give one of whatever items were used to build it. And sometimes it'll even give you a little bit more. So let's also make some chairs. Yeah, let's grab some wooden chairs. Let's grab a small wooden table. And then for some recreation, let's put up a horseshoe pin. And steel chest table. Okay, that should be good. We're also going to want to learn how to do tree sowing because trees don't really grow here all that much. We'll look around. Maybe mine up this. What is that? Steel? Yeah. If we've got some steel here, we can just use the mine vein. Looks like our rice is going good. But we're oh, it looks like we also have a cat. We have Tango, little cat. Very nice. All right. So it looks like, well, we're gonna want to have everybody. We need everybody working. At least for the first day. And we'll save there. The Goop squad. We'll save there. And we can speed it up a little bit too. So we want to build all of this as fast as we can. Because we do not want any of this going to waste. And then we'll do a few sleeping spots as well. With the animal sleeping spot here. It's the best we can do until we get rooms of our own. And let's work through the night. They can sleep all day if they need to. For now, we need to focus on growing and plant cutting. Because we need a lot of wood. Let's see. So you can press Z to look on the map. If we type in wood, looks like there's actually not a lot of wood on the map. Which I'm not too surprised at. But it's also a little worrying. Let's have her haul that wood just so we can get it closer. Yeah, we're not even going to be able to build all these walls. How are we doing on steel? Steel. It looks like there is a lot of steel on the map. Yeah, there is a whole bunch of steel everywhere just scattered around. So we can... Oh! Hey, that's from the Anomaly DLC. So this is the Fallen Monolith. This is kind of how we get used to... get to play all of the things that come with Anomaly and all of the crazy stuff that comes with it. And to be honest, as much as I hate to do it, we should probably switch all of our walls out for steel. Because we do not want to run out of wood. That would be very, very bad. Ooh, wait. Focus on making the steel walls. Yeah, we're focus on steel walls here, 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 and here. And then focus on all the steel. Nice. Okay, hey guys. Don't break the wall down. And then we'll do that. Okay, nice. So now she's building all the walls. Let's focus on those. So they're gonna get tired and probably collapse after a little bit. Yeah, they are getting very tired. But we need to build these walls quick because we do not want any animals or anything that aren't our own coming over and eating our food. Which we won't be too worried about. But it'd be nice. Okay. So far, so good. Look at that! Alright. We've got our little base set up. So now everybody, let's make furniture. Let's make beds for everybody out of wood. And then we're gonna make these a little in a strange way, I guess I should say. Here, here, and here. Because beds benefit from having wood tables. Wood end tables. They're like a side table. And then we'll have a dresser right there. And that should be good enough for now. At least until we've got stuff set up. We only have 129 wood though. So it might be a little rough trying to get more. How many more trees do we have? So quite a few. That's not too bad. Let's get them doing anything. Then we'll worry about setting up tables and stuff in a sec. Because they'll get a mood decrease, I should say, for sleeping outside. And a normal chess table. Nice. Good dining chair, good table. And how many more things do we need to make out of wood? So we need 30, 45 and 45 is 90, so 120. And I think that's 165, 215-ish. And then 129, we need about 90 more wood. Which we should get by just chopping out a bunch of trees. So let's do that. Let's just get all of the trees, orders, chop wood. Let's just do some deforestation. Just a little bit. Just a tad. Just so that we have some wood. While this is going, let's look around the map a little bit and speed up time. Because so far we've got some steel. We're going to dig out of the mountain here. But we do have some veins of compacted machinery, which is very, very helpful. This is components, so with components, we'll be able to make some like electronics and that sort of thing. Find some more stuff to mine. Looks like there's a bunch of ruins around here as well. And then we could just click O. There's some silver ore there. And yeah, let's see. So we can probably, if we have anything like these sandstone grand steels, all these we can pretty much take apart. We could open up our tools, orders, and then we'll just deconstruct just about everything here. Yeah, there's like some things that we might not, but the only exceptions to this are going to be urns. And urns cannot be built in any way. Can't make duplicates, but they actually give quite a bit of decor in whatever room they're in. Yeah, see, these two urns here, we'll just deconstruct everything around it. Oh, cancel. Uninstall. So if we zoom out all the way, let's find all of the urns on the map. Which we can do, press Z, type in urn. There's a bunch over here. We can just press P on all of these. A whole lot of the map. So if we look, there's the steel urn. So we can't make multiple of these, but they do give like a small beauty radius around it. This one's a beauty of 5. I think they all should be 5. The only exception is if we found marble, and which would be really nice. Okay, so we've got some stumps as well. Looks like we actually should have enough wood for everything then. First, let's get you working on the beds, because those will be nice to have starting off. And then, yeah, all these urns. Okay. Every time we deconstruct something, or not deconstruct, want to uninstall something to put in our base, especially around these ruins, is we want to make sure that our home area does not extend to all of these as well. So our home area will be wherever our dudes, I should say, will try to go to for like cleaning. So they'll clean the entire home area. It's one of the many zones that you can also set people to stay in radius of. So down here, whenever I click on one of my pawns, if I zoom in, so Stark is unrestricted right now, but if I click on home, Stark will try to stay within the quote-unquote home area, which is, if I hover over it, here. But if I turn it back to unrestricted, she'll find a job to do outside of the home area. And you can set up multiple of these, like, we have one that's already made, Area 1, and we want it to be only inside the house. If we can actually go over to animals, they have allowed areas as well. So if I set Tango, our little house cat, to only stay inside Area 1, Tango will stay right inside and not go out. Which is pretty good, because then our animals won't get attacked by predators, which is really nice. Speaking of other things, we do have a visitor. Housewife is visiting. It looks like they don't have anything to trade, which is okay. They're probably just chilling. But they're from the nearby faction of Uberium. And they're pretty neutral with us.
Yes.
But our goal is to eventually be friends with all of the factions that we can. Primarily because they will actually help fight for us, or they'll send us traders for, in return, we spend a little bit of our goodwill, which is like our relation with them, we'll spend a bit of our goodwill to have them send a caravan to trade with us. So, let's see. Right now we're on pretty decent terms. Excuse me. With Uberium, they are neutral. They will trade and talk with us freely. If relations fall below 75, they will become hostile. If they rise above 75, they will become allied and start actively working to help you. Which is pretty nice, because we can actually get quests to increase your goodwill, which we do not want. We actually just want to only get honor, because we can get goodwill just by trading. We're not too worried about it. We'll save very quick. This game does have auto saves, which is always very helpful. But yeah, so far so good. We've got another hour or so in stream. Which shouldn't be half bad. Can everybody hear me all right, though? I'm going to guess as much. Oh, hey! So that's something rare that happens. They'll actually leave us a gift if they enjoyed their stay. And it looks like they did. They left a small gift of silver, which is the currency in the game. Looks like dude's picking that up. Thank you, dude. So far so good. Stark are... I was going to say our designated fighter, but not quite. Looks like they just equipped all of the armor just from the get-go. But speaking of which, let's give Isel this bolt-action rifle, because they have a very good shooting skill. And dude, you can get the revolver. Stark can get the knife, despite not having a very good melee skill. Which shouldn't be too bad. So far so good though. Let's give this a little more flooring, and then let's extend the walls to have corners. There's no reason to have corners on walls, because whenever temperature is regulated, like outdoors, it's 30 degrees Celsius right now. Indoors, it's 28. I guess there is a use for having corners, but if a raider from the outside is going to break down a wall, and to get inside, they're going to break one of these walls instead of a corner wall, because you'll need to break one of these anyways. So sometimes you'll have some pretty harsh living situations. Like if we started way up north in the cold, where temperatures are between -48 and 5 Celsius, by the way, with an average temperature of -21, you would actually want to keep as much heat as you possibly could inside the house. In that sense, you would want to, if we could pause the game, you'd actually want to extend them out like this, and then have doors set up like this, so that whenever the cold passes through, double layering walls will have a harder amount of they'll just have more insulation is the word I'm looking for. But what we can do now is do that and that, because now we have plenty of wood. Maybe not that much, because we want to have at least some wooden beds. Yeah, like that's a good wooden bed. And let's change the schedule. They'll sleep between around 10, 11 o'clock to 5 in the morning, which should come out to be just about right. So we'll move this bed. We'll move this bed over one, expand, and then we'll change everybody's beds. So you'll have this one, you'll have that one, then you'll have that one. There we go. Then we'll build a little room for Tanto. Oh, mad prairie dog. Oh, okay. Local prairie dog has gone mad. It will attack everyone it sees. Okay, so it is Maddened Manhunter, which is a little rough. We're already starting off strong. Let's just very quickly get rid of that problem. Is there anybody nearby it? If we zoom out as far as we can see little blue dots are animals. Little white dots with the names underneath are each of ours. And Little red dot, like right there, are enemies. So let's see if we win. It's one prairie dog versus Stark, who has 0 melee skill. I think we should reconsider. Let's just go that way. And then, dude, you're gonna stand about right here? Just that we're in shooting distance. Alright. Come on, Stark! And instantly killed. Nice. Didn't even get a hit off. That's very nice. Okay. What we're going to want to do then is we're going to want to butcher this prairie dog, which will be very, very nice. So we'll just go over here, slap down maybe a couple of walls there. Steel door, just so that we have our own little area. And then let's do this. We can wall that off. Well, no. Okay, there we go. That should be good there. We'll leave the prairie dog there for now, but we're going to want to get a cooler set up so that we can start cooling down all of our food. Because it'll only be good for so long. Either that, or we can make packaged survival meals, which I think will be our first research. So this is the research page. We're going to want to be able to get through all of these, or at least the more important ones, like having batteries and getting packaged survival meals. We're actually want to get batteries first, so that when we start making electricity with these wall lamps, we'll have a way to make light. And I think we'll stick with that one there. There we go. Awful barracks, but that's okay. It's very hot outside. Ooh. Alright, let's get some... Maybe some wind turbines will help. Let's do maybe one there and another one there. Get some power conduit set up, and then should be good production. Let's get an electric stove, slap that down there, and should be all right. Okay. Not bad. Speed up time a little bit. Throw down a save. We're going to build some wind turbines so we can get some electricity and cooling. And speaking of which... Alright, yeah, we've got it set up. Nice. We're going to want to remove roof area. And then temperature. Oh no, we'll leave that there. Temperature. Passive cooler. That should be good there. It's about 7:30 now. We've been streaming for about an hour. 4 minutes. And I think we're good. We've been pretty set. Nothing too crazy. Not too bad. Just wanted to get everything pulled together and set up. There's a bunch of these ship chunks, if I can find a few. A few of these ship chunks around. We can use those to deconstruct and make conduits. Or to get components so that we can get more batteries, because that'd be very nice. Look at all this rice too. Holy cow. We're gonna have plenty. Getting another wind turbine set up. Very nice. Okay. It is very, very hot though. Which isn't too bad. We're just gonna want to not worry about some of our food being refrigerated. And if we make food as much as we need it, it shouldn't be too bad of a thing. Let's make sure this only uses rice. Pause when satisfied, unpause at 6. There we go. So we just set up a crafting bill to make simple meals. So this means we want to get simple meals. We'll cook it in batches, kind of like meal prepping. And we're going to do it until we have X, which is 10. Oh, it looks like we've got our ability to name our faction. What should our faction be called? The Union, Covenant, Thebo, Treaty, Coalition, Federation of Goop. FOG for short. And then what should we give our settlement? Let's call it the Foggy Plateau. If I remember how to spell plateau. Let's call it the Foggy Grassland. Creaky chair. Foggy Grassland. And now, our save name will be different. So it'll just be Federation of Goop. Which is nice. Looks like it's raining as well, which doesn't actually have any effect on how fast our crops grow. But to hold all of this rice, let's make some shelves. And then we can change what we want to put on these. Now we're going to clear all, prefer rice. Rice will be our important priority here. Then we'll make another shelf. And then this will just be steel. Steel. There we go. So now we'll just put all of our steel on this shelf. Everything else will be just kind of spread and strewn about. In the meantime, let's focus on getting some more floors. Paved tile. Takes 2 steel. Oh, it looks like we have our beauty overlay on, which I think we have by just T? Yes. So this is one of our abilities to see how beautiful it is. Looks like it's really ugly inside of our house. If we hold down Alt, we can see the room stats. So our barracks is hideous, quite dirty, but it's spacious and somewhat rich, which I'm going to guess is because of the silver that we have in here. But we're definitely going to want to get some more shelves to put all this wood and clean all the dirt. But we've got plenty of rice. Let's focus on corn next. Yeah, rice is it's actually really nice to have rice because it spoils in a very long time. After a very long time, I should say. Around 40 days for rice. Corn, on the other hand, I'm not sure about. If we go over to corn, let's check out corn. So it gives corn. Ooh, let's see. Corn. Sadly, it does not say how long it takes for corn to go bad, but not too big of a deal. We've got some simple meals made of rice. And let's actually decrease. You can only hold 10 meals on a stack at a time. So if we made more meals, I should say, then this stack of 9 would immediately shoot up to 13 or so, which we really only need to worry about having 1 stack of food at a time. Having it right here is very nice. And then we're not making so many more meals than would be good for our colonists. And it would be preferred to have it just sitting out as rice instead of as meals themselves. So let's focus on getting the rice inside because it's raining. So it's only going to take about 2 days for this rice to immediately start to go bad. let's focus on hauling all this rice. Haul the rice. Okay. Quite a few little stacks of rice here then. Which is pretty good. Everybody able to hear right? The game isn't too loud or anything? Alright. Sounds good. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of rice. We'll probably want to go make corn instead. I think corn has a really good shelf life. But rice has always been a go-to. Oh, shoot. We're getting raided. Alright. So this happens every once in a while. You'll get a raid. And it looks like we've got a group of wasters from the gas chokers, which is the waster xenotype faction. They'll prepare for a while, then attack. Prepare defense or attack them preemptively. So it's just one guy. He is delicate, so he takes more damage. And he's got a pretty high melee. But I'm not too worried about that. Because we've got we've got two people that have guns, so I think we're gonna outmatch him in this. He's only got pants and a knife. Okay. Alright. So let's actually take Isel. Let's see if we can't get some pot shots off on this guy. I think he's... Oh, there we go. Few good shots. While we're doing that, we're actually increasing her shooting skill. Ever so slightly. Looks like it's 300 or something at a time. Hey, we got him! Okay, never mind. Look at that. So we just killed our first raid. As simple as Isel going and shoot him from afar. So let's grab the package meals he has. And then we can actually tell her to pick up the one that she had. Well, that's not bad. So we actually do believe in our ideology. We believe in skull spikes, which is usually used for nearby... Oh, what's the word? We do believe in skull spikes, which are used for suppressing, we'll call them workers, so that they don't form a union. So if we just click on extract skull, we'll remove the skull out of this guy, and then should be pretty good. This game is very morbid when it comes to certain things. We do believe in man pork. If you understand what I mean, which is pretty helpful to have. But it's not too necessary. We don't actually have a good way of getting a good supply. So I don't believe in only consuming that. But until then, we do have quite a bit of rice. So we're good for now. Yeah, we've got 1,000. Holy cow, that'll last us until the rice goes bad, at least. Spoils in 40 days. Yeah, we're gonna be good for at least the next 40 days, and then we'll probably have to grow more rice or something. Yeah, having a patch of this rich soil combined with rice means you get a lot of rice all of the time. We definitely went overboard on the rice front. Actually might be good to make one more shelf, maybe. Nah, it'll be fine. Until then, though, let's go over to Stark. How's Stark doing? Oh, we're just picking up all the urns and bringing them back. Not bad. Okay. Speed up time a little bit. Not bad, not bad. So let's look around as well. It does look like maybe not. I'm trying to find our... Ah, there it is. So this is from Biotech, the DLC. Ancient Exostrider midsection. This is what we use to get Mechanators. Mechanator? Either way, you get to have this little robot battalion. If you break this, you can call down a ship for an ancient mechanoid transponder, and then we'll be able to control the mechanoids ourselves. Or rather, make some. But who is... Yeah, dude is assigned to cooking. He's level 4 with... He's got a double passion, so he should be able to learn these pretty quick. Iselle with the too smart and fast learner. Yeah, she learns melee skill very quickly, which is pretty nice. Let's see. Looks like we're just kind of getting everything in place. Let's speed up time a little bit. We're just kind of gathering stuff. We might want to focus on Stark researching. Now that we're done with growing, she'll actually go to whatever's next on her to-do list, which is hauling, cleaning, and then research. Oh, hey. Oh, we didn't cut up the prairie dog yet. It's all rotted and stuff. Shoot. Now that will happen. You can get lung rot, I think, from too many dead bodies in the same spot. You can mitigate this by, if I go over to my terrain, if we can find maybe a puddle or a pond. No. I guess it is a very dry grassland. I was gonna say, you can let it kind of sit and it'll decay over time. But if we just... Maybe we'll set it off to the side from somewhere. Ooh! We've got an exotic goods trader. Caravan is approaching. Where at? Oh wow, look. They got llamas. This person got red eyes. Oh, they're a hussar. So there is xenotypes, one of which is hussars, who have a tolerance to the heat and cold, but they have pretty poor skills in like quite a few things: plants, animals, art, and social. And they've got a dependency, on go juice. They're almost like super soldiers, specifically genetically modified to be perfect for fighting, which is pretty fun. You definitely have to be around go juice quite a bit, and go juice is kind of hard to come by and grow. You need a supply of something that you can only get from traders. But speaking of which, who has the best social skill? Dude. Go trade with them. See what they have. We'll save right here. What do they got? So they have goats. We could sell our cat, but I don't think they'd be very happy. They have some components, which is very nice. And they have a TV. Wow. Neurocalculator, controlled by a visual tactile neural interface. It is embedded in the brain. Royalty. Huh. Love enhancer. Enhances the experience of loving for both partners. Huh, okay. And then circadian half cycler. Allows the other half to sleep while the user remains outwardly awake. By alternating, the user never needs to sleep. Fortunately, 2 hemispheres are better than 1. Working with half a brain can causes a reduction in consciousness. So there's like a bunch of robotic, I'd say, or implants that you can have. One of which is this circadian half cycler, which means that they never have to sleep, which is not bad. How much of a decrease is it in So a decrease of 15% of consciousness. Very nice. Okay. Looks like they also have quite a few books. Hydroponics book. Social skill trainer. So there's like a bunch of things that we can buy here. I think we'll just stick with the components. Well, no, I think we're pretty good. Let's wait until we get a trader that's got maybe some cows or chickens, because having some cows and chickens would actually be really, really helpful here. In the meantime, let's make a dumping stockpile for all of the dead bodies we might find. Because that would be pretty nice. Let's get rid of chunks, get rid of corpses, no fresh corpses. Okay, he's already hauling it. Nice. Fallen monolith. Dude has noticed the anomaly. Oh, the ancient monolith. This is what we need for the Anomaly DLC. But we'll leave it at that. Oh, heat stroke. Oh shoot. Yeah, let's get some better. Let's get some better gear. Maybe we can grow some cotton. Cotton would be nice. And then we'll cut out maybe a 6x6 new growing zone. We'll use this to make... Well, let's see. Let's make fiber cord. Because this will be a way that we can get a lot of wood. And that's always nice to have. And we got a Psychic Soothe. Very nice. So if we go over to our history, messages, Psychic Soothe. Every male colonist smiles with content. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring, projecting a psychic drone onto the site. Tuned to only affect males. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite better. So, dude needs Psychic Soothe. That's like a free mood increase. 16. Very nice. Okay. Let's save there. This is going pretty good. Speed up time quite a bit. We're eventually going to want to make our way and work out quite a bit more. But there is a mechanoid signal. You've detected a signal from a mechanoid ship in orbit. The ship has malfunctioned. Excuse me. My chair is creaky. And is slowly losing altitude. By falsely responding to the signal, you can make the ship crash land nearby, letting you salvage valuable grav tech. Yeah, why not? Oh, where's that? Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh. It's like way off in the middle of nowhere. I think it's supposed to be closer. Let's reload a save. Maybe we can get it a little bit closer than that. It's a little scummy, save scumming like that, but we do want it to spawn closer. Oh, nope, I guess we're stuck with it. We'll make do. Alright, grav engine. Send a colonist to inspect it. Who is good with intellectual? I think you'll want to do that. So holding down shift while hovering over to like deconstruct something, holding it down shift while doing it will queue it up. So right now they're resting, sewing area, but right after that, it'll do whatever is in your queue. Very nice. Then we'll have them prioritize hauling the grav light panels after. Let's see. Amongst the remains, oh, didn't mean to click that. There we go. Grav engine. The mechanoid ship has crash landed. It contains a working grav engine. Oh, where did it go? The engine pushes against gravity and generates a lift field around itself, allowing it to levitate massive ships or platforms. While it does not work when far from a planet, it can be used to move across the planet and to reach orbit. Inspect the engine to make use of it. So I missed the part. Well, let's see. Let's reinstall it over here. Maybe right there. Why not? That's not that bad. We would need to get basic GravTech. Which seems pretty cool. Let's focus on getting as much stuff as we can from here, though. We'll save right there. Very nice. We've been streaming for about an hour and a half now. If I've got anybody in chat, we can switch over to another game. At least to start, maybe on Sims or... Oh, hey! Muffalo self-tame. Another random event. Muffalo has become tame. Is now designated Muffalo 1. Very cool. Okay, let's grab... Hold that thought. Caravan hitching spot. Whoever is our best animal handler, let's get that guy tamed. Or put back in place. Because Muffalo are actually really, really helpful. It is a female, so let's... Maybe we can tame a couple of males. We'll sort by life stage, 1 year, 15 years. Let's grab that one. Oh, okay. Muffalos require level 6 in animals, but Stark only has level 3. Dang it. Okay. Handle. Yep. Only level 3. That's a shame. We can still... Muffalos grow wool, which should be just good enough to make some stuff. Yeah. All right. So we've got quite a few meals. We're also running a little low on space. Let's put a few of these urns around just to make it so that we've got a bit of decoration. And then let's have them work the last few hours of the day so that they all go to sleep around the same time. Four-ish hours. Let's do 2 hours of recreation time. We'll save there. Very nice. Oh, we ran out of power. That is okay. And then we'll all go to sleep around the same time. Whoa! 2 at once. So we got 2 quests available. Haunted Knight. Lima Genigtao, a knight of the Empire of Perfection, is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed in an ambush. She escaped but now is being followed by a man-hunting prairie dog. We are familiar. She will bestow 8 honor on whoever accepts the quest. This is enough honor to receive the title of Novice and all benefits that come with it, including the first level of psychic powers. Ooh, okay. Well, who do we want to be? Probably Isel. Yeah. We want Isel to be a noble. This quest will reward honor and royal titles. Isel is incapable of social tasks. Those with royal titles will have great need of social skills. So if she gains, she might have a difficult time. Other colonists might be more socially adept. Do you want to continue? Go back. Oh, okay. So because she can't do social, well, in that case, we will have Dude. So Lima joins, a handy worker. Research finished, recurve bow. Oh, hey. You got that from reading a book. Okay. Lima. And then we'll have manhunting prairie dog. Right. Where is it? Let's have Stark go and attack it. Go get it, Stark. Oh, Lima, run. Run, Lima. Okay. Run. Run, Lima, run. Run, Lima. Run. Come on. Oh, okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, Stark, go rest, because you just got bit by a prairie dog. And that is no joke. Wow. Shuttle arrived. Arrived. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's find that shuttle. Auto load. Go. Should depart on shuttle. There we go. Freeholder title gained. Dude received the title of freeholder from the Empire of Perfection. Title of a freeholder cannot be inherited. If he dies, no one will inherit this title. A new quest is available. The quest is called Dude's Novice Ceremony. Okay. Lima joins. Gravtech Hunted Knight. Finished. Empire of Perfection is ready to grant Dude the title of Novice and a power of level 1 Psylink. We will get a new Psylink Neuroformer. Okay. Very, very cool. It's nice to have honor, I guess. Excuse me. So let's build a few more shelves, because we're running a little low on space. And it doesn't really matter where we put them, I don't think. Let's have one for wood, and then a few for blocks as well. There we go. Well, let's see. Probably want to put it in a good spot. We're also going to want to expand how much room we have. Let's look at our terrain. We've got a lot of space right here. Yeah, let's work with that. So, orders. So we can use plans. We'll do this to probably end off the stream a little bit. How are you doing on health? Who is our doctor? Stark. You are our doctor. Rest, Stark, because holy cow. You got bit by a prairie dog and you won't even protect yourself. Okay. So it looks like our fiber corn is growing. Let's make a small area. Let's save right here, just like we've got one. Let's make a small area. I'll do purple, because why not? And we're going to want to kind of plan out what we'd like for our spaceship. Because it looks like we can build some grav ship substructure. And we've got around 150 stored. Which is good for 150. Okay. So I think there's a more than that though. Gravlite panels. Mechanoid ship chunks. Deconstructed to obtain valuable resources. Okay, cool. And then, so we'll just put it maybe around here. We'll do blue to show that we've got where it will go. And then it's got a radius of about, let's see, we can do gray. Let's fill in that outline. And then what we can do is grab this. We'll remove plans right there. Now I've got this cross, and then what we can do is copy, come right over here and paste. Oh, autosave. There we go. So now we know what the range on our grav ship will be. So we can do this. Let's grab maybe a little bit of dark blue, well, red, because we're going to want to build some engines. Just an idea of where to put these. Slap them down right there and right there. This will be where we keep our, I think they're called tanks? Yes. Chem fuel tanks. How large are these larger ones? Large chem fuel tank. Massive chem fuel storage tank that supplies fuel for thrusters on a grav ship. Okay. I think there's a max range that we can get to. And we probably only need a few of these maybe not too much. Let's not go overboard on chem fuel. And then we're going to want to get chem fuel production. We can mark that with purple. This is where we'll make our chem fuel. And then we'll get yellow will be our piloting seat. And let's delete that. So this is what we've got. Let's do dark blue for the walls. So let's do wall there. Here. There. That should be good. We're going to use these plans quite a bit, to be honest. So we can plan out where we're going to put everything. Let's just mark everything related to chem fuel in red. And then we'll use purple to make doors. Door, 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 door. That's good. Okay. Let's expand what we've got our walls with just a little bit. And then we'll mark storage with pink. So these will be where all of our shelves go. Which means we are not going to want to have anything electronic in this area at all. Because if one of our wires goes out or there's a fire on the ship, this entire area will just burst in flames. Oh, speaking of which, we're probably going to want to have chem fuel generators. Alright, we could just keep all of our steel and then like graphite panels in this area. Yeah, that seems good. Alright. Alrighty, right. I think this is good. Let's build with green. We're going to want to have a source of food. So if I remember right, we've got, let's start with 5. This will be, so hydroponics, which is a way that we can grow food indoors, are 4 tiles, but they need a sun lamp. So if I can do my math correctly, it's 9 across in each direction. Then we've got 1 here, 1 here, and 1 there. Yeah, okay. Let's come up here and build it. We're gonna build 1 set of hydroponics there and there. I swear this is not gonna look what you think it's gonna look like. Well, maybe it will. And that's okay. It's just know that it's not intentional. So let's do this here and there. Some copy and paste some plans. That's funny. Let's make sure that we don't get like demonetized or anything. Put some random orange lines as if we know what we're doing. There we go. It doesn't look nearly as bad if we do that. There we go. That actually looks pretty good. We might... Hold on, I think I'm onto something. We can use these as storage areas. Well, let's see. Wait. What's the range again? 17. if we reinstall here... Oh, that's just out of the range. We're gonna need to move it a little closer. Oh, we don't have that much space to work with. Let's set off this to the side, because that is the range of a sun lamp. So this sun lamp here, it means that anything in the white area will be able to grow with the same lamp or brightness power as the sun. If I come back up here and double check that my math's correct. Okay, yes, we've got until about these rocks. There. All right. Let's see. So if we copy. Okay. Let's make a small plan area. 3. There. 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 And we'll shrink it down a little bit. Shrink it down a little bit. Shrink it down a little bit. This will be what we use to judge how much space we got. Okay, that's not too far off than what we have now. I think we should be good there. All right, okay. So we'll put our cool grav engine right... Oh, wait. Oh, we need to bring it up too. Ooh, okay. Shrink by 2. Copy. Stick that... Oh, wait. We need to expand it. Can't forget the little tiny bits. We're going to copy here. Delete. Copy. Bring that all the way up back to... here. So that means this bottom corner should line up with that. Nice. Okay. And now... Oh, where did it go? Oh, we gotta remake it. Orders. We need to remake the little thing. So it's 4 by 9, 4 by 9, 4 by 9, 4 by 9. Add a little thingy here. A little thingy here and here. Remove this one. There we go. Copy. And should be good. We'll expand that to there. Nice. Okay. That should be good. Shrink that one, this one, that one, this one. And then expand there and there. Nice. Okay. Very cool. Okay. Very cool. All right. So this will be the little ship that we've got, at least for now. How much space is this? I gotta ask. Gotta see at least. Zone. Biotech. Nope. Odyssey. Grav ship substructure. So that is... Ooh, we're gonna need to see. Concrete. How many? That's 225 already. 225 plus 132. 225, 132, that's like 337. So that should be enough. I think there's right about... Oh, hey! These deconstructing to quite a bit. Oh, never mind. It just 15. Each of them is 15. Nice. Okay. Now we can kind of judge how many we actually have. Never mind. They're immediately hauling them. So there's a 214 here. So if we come back over to this, we got 214. Wait. 214. And then there's another 214. We've got 428. So we'll work on the grav ship next time around. But for now, we'll stick with this. That's a good timing for an autosave. So we're just gonna wrap up stream putting this in place. And making sure that we've got enough space for everything. And we'll bring the walls in a little bit. But if we do grav ship substructure all around here, that's 275. We're gonna want to fill this all in, all of it in. Ooh, we're gonna have quite a bit that we don't have. So if we take out the sides here, well, I guess what we could do is so 168. 25 times 25. Nah, that's okay. We'll do the math tomorrow. But for now, I think that's pretty much good. We've got everything laid out. We'll get around to this sometime next stream, or next time we got chat choice. We can open up Rimworld and play a little bit. For now, though, that's quite enough for me. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Dude, Isel, and Stark joining on in. We will come back to this tomorrow, and I hope all of y'all have a wonderful day. Drink water, stay goopy. Bye-bye!